Hi everyone, I'm back again. My previous video was about gaming and what are the triggering factors and how we can help children, teenagers from being addicted to gaming. Today I'm going to talk about social media. Young people increasingly enjoy peer interactions as they enter early adolescence, right? This is natural and it is important part of their development. However, it is important for parents and teachers to support young people through this period of growth because their peer interaction can sometimes be a source of distress and adverse influence, particularly for youths at risk. Research has consistently demonstrated that delinquent youths are more likely to interact with delinquent peers, and that delinquency results from interaction with peers who model and or reinforce delinquent behavior. So at this period of time, children like to interact, teenagers, they like to interact with their peers, right? So sometimes they need guidance, like who are they interacting with? And peer influence means a lot to them as well. However, if young people are uncertain or confused about their peer relationships, having adults around them who can provide guidance can help to reduce the impact of any adverse influence. So they need guidance. They need either a parental guidance, teachers, and even counselors as well. Therefore, it is crucial for parents to realize the importance of being involved in their children's life, especially with regard to knowing who their children are interacting with, be it a close friend, schoolmates, or even distant acquaintances. See, we need to know who our children are interacting with because sometimes we don't know what are their connections online and all that. So it's good to build that rapport, the parent children rapport, the teacher student rapport, so that you will understand what your child is actually doing or why are they feeling the way they are feeling. Young people are connected to their peers via various communications channels, many of which are popular social media such as Facebook, Twitter, and WhatsApp. However, parents do not use social media uh, avidly as their children do. I mean, children are very quick. It's all in their fingertips. But of course, we parents may not really be so avidly using it. And this limits parents' understanding of how their children's peer interactions are carried out over these channels. Because parents are still learning, and some of them may not be very well versed with the using of technology. So they may not know exactly how what their children are at. It also hampers parents' ability to guide their children to use such media safely and beneficially. Counselors and teachers can also play a role. It would be useful to discuss with your young people their reliance on social media and to get to know how much time they spend on social media and who they communicate with and how. So, parents need to build that rapport with the kids and to know how much time they use, who they are with on social media. These are important things, especially their growing years. We need to find out all this. What kind of advice that I can offer to kids out there and even to parents as well? Try to put yourself in your child's shoes, right? And as you may know, many teenagers want to be popular. And these days, they all want to be popular and be well liked, right? And among their peers. So they are likely to accept friends' requests from strangers so that they have more Facebook friends or posts photos that they believe will make them more popular. So this is what they do. They want to be more popular. So they keep posting and they want to see how many likes that they get. You see, the reason is that sometimes they are not praised. They are not what do you call that, appreciated in real life. Sometimes we are so what do you call that, frugal in the way we give praises, right? But we are so quick to reprimand them. Children and teenagers, so what they feel is that they want to get this appreciation, praises through social media, and that's why they want to see how many likes they get, the kind of a post that they put, and what are the likes they get, how many people like what they have posted out. That makes them feel good. It raises their self-esteem. It makes them feel very good about themselves, and they feel that you see, the thing is that the reward system in the brain starts working when more of the likes come in. So they will tend to do more of this, because why? People appreciate them on social media. People praise them for what they are posting. Right? So sometimes they accept friend requests from strangers so that they have more Facebook friends, or post photos that they believe will make them more popular. Now, teenagers also suffer from peer pressure, where they will follow the in thing that their friends are doing. Right? That's why it is important for parents also to know the risks we mentioned earlier, and to remind your kids about them. Tell them the pros and the cons. Not straight away like telling them, hey, stop using it, how long are you using, come out of it. They're not going to listen. They're going to do it behind your back. Be open with them, because I know that every teenagers at this point of time, this period of time, and this era, handphone is it really means a lot to them. So that's how they connect with friends. So I think we need to gently navigate how we manage and talk to them as well. Now, there are ways that you can protect yourself online. This is for kids and teenagers, and of course, parents can also share it with them. Now, think before whatever you post. Don't just post for the sake of posting. Think before you post, and use different passwords, and keep them safe. Now, keep your personal information also very safe, and not only that, keep up to date about privacy changes or on your favorite social media. So, there are any changes in the privacy setting, please keep up to that. Keep updated on that as well. Report concerns you may have. If you find there's something suspicious, something fishy, please report either to your parents, teachers, or even feedback to authorities. Now, recognize that you are ultimately responsible for protecting yourself online. So this is something that you need to be wary of, right? Sometimes we have the habit of just scrolling the social media, either it's Facebook or whatsoever. When there's no messages, there's nothing there, but we just keep scrolling because out of boredom. We don't want to miss out on anything, and we want to make sure that we are always updated. See, the thing is that sometimes you need to find alternatives, something that can also take your interest, or gain or earn your interest, because we are so glued and to social media. We are in fact actually not doing things that we would enjoy doing otherwise, like games, playing board games, sports, interacting with friends, going out with friends, or even with family. See, all this has been pushed back now, because social media has taken over all this. So what I would suggest is that we have a balanced time, and parents do know where your who your children are on the social media with, and their acquaintances. It's good to have an open conversation with them, and then so that they will also be open to you. And at the same time, try to have some time where you can interact with them, and also instill in them, or trying to revive those things that we used to do before, like board games, sports, and all that, activities that you can do as a family, or maybe as friends and all that. These are the ways that you can help your teenage child, or your children, or even young adults as well. So I think these are the ways that you can help manage them from using social media, even adults for that matter. I think we also need to be role models and examples for our kids, like dinner time, or if say some TV time. Try to, even if we can, put handphones aside, so that we don't get that to interrupt with our interactions with our family, our kids, and all that. I hope this has been useful and beneficial to you. It's good to have, I mean, prevention is better than cure. So it is good to do things way before things goes out of hand. I hope this will be helpful. Thank you so much, and have a great day. Bye bye.